Why are you here at Menorah Primary School?
I'm here to learn about the experiences that the Jewish community are having with anti-Jewish hatred. It was really delightful coming to this primary school. It's a Jewish primary school, but also quite horrific hearing about what they need to do to look after themselves, the amount of security they need. I had a round table with people from the community. One of them told me that he'd just come back from the synagogue, cleaning off feces from the door. I think it's really important that we raise awareness of what is happening to the Jewish community in Britain. Many of them are saying that they are being forced to leave, and our country has always been a sanctuary for Jews, and it must always be so.
Thank you. On grooming gangs, Jim Gamble, who stepped away from the inquiry, says a toxic environment surrounding the grooming gangs inquiry has now been established, as well as political opportunism and point scoring. Is he talking about you?
Why would he be? 4 of the people on the panel resigned before I'd even said anything. What he should be talking about, and what I suspect he's talking about, is the fact that nothing has got going. And why is that happening? The Labour government needs to answer that. The safeguarding minister needs to resign. The victims have asked her to resign. I have said for many years that she is not good, or for a long time, she's not good at this job. She is not a good safeguarding minister. We need somebody who is competent, who can make sure the inquiry gets going.
You say nothing's happened under Labour, but you had 14 years to sort this out while you were in power. Aren't you now over-politicising the process of the inquiry?
Yes, and during that time, we set up the J inquiry. It came out with a report. We didn't think that was enough. We then set up a grooming gangs task force, which found about 500 perpetrators when we were in government, and since then has found about another 307. So we did a lot. I'm not saying it's enough, but we're not going to keep quiet and let this issue die down. I'm doing my job, and that is speaking up for the victims of this horrific scandal.
Northern Ireland veteran soldier F has been found not guilty of all charges. What's your response to that?
I'm glad that he has been found guilty. I know that there have been... Sorry, that he's been found not guilty. Pardon me. Let me do that one again. I'm pleased that he has been found not guilty. I know that there have been people on both sides who felt a lot of pain, but this verdict should draw a line on what has been a very difficult issue.
Sadiq Khan and the Housing Secretary are reportedly planning on lowering the affordable homes quota for new developments in the capital. Would you support that approach?
We need to build more homes in our city. That is absolutely crucial. What we have seen is Sadiq Khan wasting time. I'm not confident that he has any of the skills to actually get building in London going. Lots of people are unable to afford homes here. Lots of people are unable to buy here. We have a policy that will help people buy more homes. That's our stamp duty policy, which is to abolish it completely. It is gumming up the housing market.
Resident doctors in England will go on strike next month, BMA has said. What's your comment on that?
They should not be going on strike. Conservative policy is to ban strikes by doctors in the same way that the police and the army cannot go on strike. We need to make sure that people have adequate levels of healthcare. We had legislation that would provide minimum service levels. Labour scrapped it. We need to make sure that people can get access to healthcare. Doctors should not be going on strike, and Conservatives would have put a stop to that.
Final question. You've said that the one-in, one-out policy is farcical now migrant has come back to the UK, but it was pretty farcical when migrants were being taken off the runway because they weren't able to actually go to Rwanda when the Conservatives were in power. Why should the voters trust you on the question of immigration now? Because
they could see that we tried. We had a scheme that kept running into legislative blocks. It wasn't the Conservative government that blocked it. It was legal activists, lawyers, and they used the Convention on Human Rights to stop the Rwanda plan from getting off the ground. It was the only sensible plan that was on the table. It was the only deterrent. Rather than getting it through, Labour scrapped it. They brought in the plan, which, as I said, when Keir Starmer launched it, I said it was farcical, and now it has been shown to be farcical, with the migrants simply getting back on boats and coming here. We need a proper deterrent, and we also need to leave the ECHR, which is why that is now Conservative Party policy. That will help us to control our... Very nice to meet you. Mrs. Oh, wow. And who's here? Hello. Hello, how are you? What's your name?
Yeah, I'll just do a picture.
And what's your name?
Yitzhak.
Yitzhak. Very nice to meet you both. All right, so are you going to show me? It's very important. You all go there at least twice a day. Welcome. Hello.
Jewish studies.
Thank you.
This is the one to
So you're both in year 6? Okay. So year 1 and 2, so they share the year?
No, the two classrooms.
Oh, they're 2 separate classrooms? Because in my constituency, there are some villages that are so small that they don't have enough pupils for the whole school. And so you have year 1 and year 2 in the same.
Next one. Next. Why is it so easy to remember Kusmin? That's how my brain works. Kusmin spell. Actually, we're going to write them down. Okay? But again, I just want to remind ourselves. Why is, for instance, potato flour? Why is that not good for matzah? These things have something in common. What do they have in common?
If you leave them with water, for 18 minutes they'll become...
If you leave them, they... Somebody from this side, yes.
What is Trumagazola? Who gets it and how much?
Turn the page, please. Brilliant. Choose the next produce which nothing has been taken. Are you allowed to make matzahs with it?
No.
Absolutely not. Choose the next boy.
Dobby.
Well done. Dobby, have you got anything else? Ooh, very good. Excellent. Okay, boys, let's go back to basics. Do interrupt me whenever you need to. Right. 50th.
40th.
What's more, 5th or 50th?
5th.
A 5th is more than a 50th, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. So who gets Truma Gedola? Who gets Truma? Cohen. How much?
40th.
Are we ready to start? Yeah. Okay. Well, given that there are lots of people around the table, I won't ask us to do long introductions, but I can see all your names. I would just love to know a very quick sort of and leader of the Conservative Party. I'm delighted to be visiting Menorah Primary School today, but I want...
Medical Association. And I'm here because I'm fuming and nothing to say.
Right. Okay.
Labour Everson, not quite sure what I am, but a businessman in my spare time.
Over the years, next time you get.
Thank you.
David Rosenthal, Chef Governors at the school here.
I was surprised when I saw the visitor sign.
I got treated better as a visitor.
Teachers